As photographers, social media is one of our biggest marketing tools. However, you may be using it incorrectly in 2024, and it could be costing you tons of bookings. Gone are the glory days of 2014-ish when we could just make a simple photo post and get noticed. The social media world is now far too noisy for that. These are the top 5 common mistakes I see photographers and other small business owners make, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to fix them. Your own social media habits are probably closer to how your ideal clients use their social media, and that's why your posts won't get traction. Let me explain what I mean. Think about your own scrolling habits. If you're like most people, you'll find yourself mindlessly scrolling along, really only half paying attention to the static posts that you're seeing and only stopping to engage with something if it really catches your attention. Your audience, which hopefully includes your ideal clients, does the exact same thing. So you could create your most stunning piece of art and share it on your social media, but unless it offers some sort of value to your audience who's checking their social media during a commercial break, the chances that they will just scroll right by are huge. You want to know how to fix it? And a lot of you aren't going to like this, but you need to be making short form video, and you need to be in the videos. And before you start clicking away from this thinking there ain't no way that I'm going to be doing short form videos, hear me out. How often do you hear people say the market's oversaturated? There are just so many photographers and there's no way to stand out in my market. How you stand out is by letting people get to know you. And the easiest way to do that on social media right now is with video. The truth of it is people buy from who they know, like, and trust. And I'm going to go more into detail on how to make this happen in a second. But first, let me be clear. I'm not saying give up on posting your photography and your behind the scenes work. That work is an important piece of the puzzle, but once people start getting to know you via your videos, they will check out your work. You can also incorporate your photos and behind the scenes in your short form videos. I'm going to make an entire video on how to come up with ideas for generating your short form videos, as well as other videos for running a photography business, lighting tips, editing, working with clients, and the mindset of running a photography business. So be sure to follow the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when those videos come out. Before I jump to the next things you need to start doing to make your social media work better for you, I want to be clear about one thing. When you first start doing videos, there's a good chance that your videos will suck. Mine certainly did. But the more you do it, the better it gets. The more you'll get comfortable talking to the camera and your voice will come through. But are you tailoring your videos and post to the right audience? One of the biggest mistakes I see photographers make on their social media is making content for other photographers. If you're selling to other photographers, or if you're just doing photography for fun, tailoring your content to other photographers is fine. However, if you're treating your social media accounts as a way to target and attract new clients, your messaging has to be directed to your ideal clients, and you should be focused on building your audience with those same clients. Let me give you an example. How many times have you seen in a photography group a Friday follow or something similar, where everybody shares their Instagram accounts and everybody's supposed to follow everybody else? What happens is you end up with loads of photographers as your followers who may be great for giving you a little bit of an ego boost on your post, but will most likely never turn into paying clients. My suggestion to you would be to try to get your ideal clients to follow you and do things like partner with other local businesses who your ideal clients interact with. But what if I'm not getting likes and views? Likes and views are great for a dopamine hit, but think about this. Let's say you post a short form video and it gets 300 views, and your brain may tell you that's not a lot of views. But imagine your living room, or in this case, the lobby of my studio for me. Now imagine your living room with 300 people in it. If your living room is anything like mine, that's going to get pretty crowded and there's probably going to be a line out the door. Personally, I will take 300 views from people who are my ideal clients who are going to support my business and book sessions over 10 million views from people who will never book and may never see my content again. Don't worry about the vanity metrics and going viral. Just focus on giving value to your clients in your authentic voice. That's right. I said your authentic voice, not another photographer or business owner that you think is successful. Let me explain. Peter Hurley is a friend of mine. If you've seen any of Peter's social media or seen him on stage, he has a very distinct personality. It works for him, and it makes him very memorable. Let's say I was trying to grow my social media presence, and I decided to try to take on Peter's persona. If I just ran around yelling, "Shebang!" everywhere, it wouldn't work. That's not my personality, and it would come off as disingenuous to my audience, and I would lose their trust. As I mentioned earlier, what sets you apart from every other photographer is you are you. If you bring that to your social media, your ideal audience will organically be attracted to you, which also makes it easier to do one of the most important parts of social media. And it's the part that many photographers tend to forget about. You have to be social. Social media was never meant to be your portfolio. Social media was meant to be social. Instagram has even recently come out and said that they're more heavily weighting posts that are being shared between friends in DMs and in stories. They want their user base to be sharing things with each other that foster connection, which in the long run keeps people on the app longer. To be more social, try these things on all of your social platforms. Comment and like on your ideal client's posts. Make it genuine and something that actually ties into what they've shared. And don't force it for the sake of doing it. Think of this as having a conversation. If you're connected with other local businesses, share their posts in your stories and comment on their posts. It makes it more likely that some of their network may find you, and it helps out the other business by your network finding them. Don't be afraid to share some of your personal life in places like your stories. Your clients like knowing you're more than just work. At this point, I think Cedric may be one of my followers' favorite things to see in my stories. Many of the folks in my network are also dog people, so that helps us foster a more genuine relationship. It's another place that we can connect over. And by now, there's probably another video popping up on the screen that you're going to find useful.
You're still here?